Hey, cuties, I'm Lanikia, and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is Days of Our Lives edition. Today is Wednesday, August the 10th, 2022. All right, let's get right into it. On a scale of 1 to 10, you know how we do. I'm going to give this a 7.5. It was pretty good. We start off with Chad and Sunny. So Chad is hungover, and Sunny has made him some kind of a cocktail to help him get over like his the hangover that he has. And he tells Chad, when I thought I had lost Will, what I did was throw myself into work. And Chad says, well, I ain't got, I don't have a job. He said, don't worry, we got a position open. I'm going to go ahead and give that to you. And she said, excuse me. And Alex came in and he said, oh no, you can't get him in that position. I got that position. Uncle Victor gave that to me. And Sonny said, excuse me, excuse me, what is going on here? And so Alex was like, sorry, Alex and Chad get to introduce, and Chad, gives his condolences to, Alex gives his condolences to Chad about Abigail and everything. And he says, I'm sorry about the job. Chad said, I ain't want the job no ways. I said, well, Chad, what are you going to do, sir? What are you going to do? I mean, you don't have your Demira dividends to live off of because you gave those shares to EJ. So what are you planning on doing, sir? But anyways, that's another conversation for another time. We see that Sonny is like, what do you mean you got the position? He said, yeah, he gave it to me. And Sonny said, Alex said, listen, I told him you should be in that meeting or whatever. And I said, oh God, this is not gonna broad well. But anyway, Sonny said, I gotta go. Alex says, I have to go because I have to go ahead and get my badge and paperwork and all that. So then this is making Sonny not feel great. And so Chad says, hey, you don't have to tell me about working with family. But, Alex seems cool or whatever, but Sonny does not trust him. I'm not going to hold you long on this soap. But Sonny says, I don't trust him. And he's going to watch his back. But Chad says, I'm going to go ahead and head home because I need to talk to Thomas and make this whole thing right. Yes, you went and got drunk instead of checking on your child, sir. Then we see Gwen is over at Ava's old place, banging on the door, talking about, Ava, I need to speak to you. It's urgent. And Kristen opens the door. Gwen said, what you doing here? And she said, listen, I'm here because, I need a place to stay. EJ won't let me stay in the mansion. I mean, he told me I could, but I would have to give up some concessions, and I wasn't willing to do that. So therefore, I am here or whatever. And so they start talking about Jake a little bit. And then she said, so what were you looking for Ava for? She said, I wanted to give my condolences. She said, girl, please, the way you was banging on that door and how urgent it was, y'all got something cooking. What is it? I want to know. Because she wants to try to get leverage over Ava with those Demira shares. I said, Ava, you don't have everybody coming for you about these shares. You should have really been married because everybody coming for you on this fake shares that you actually have. But anyways, Gwen won't give it up. And so Kristen was like, I know you got something, but okay. Remember, I got you out of prison. I'm going to be asking for that favor in return soon. You can't owe Kristen. And then Kristen calls Rolf on the phone and she says, hey, I need Stefan woke up sooner rather than later. So get it to happening. And I said, Lord, we're going to see how this goes. And then we see Xander goes in and talks to the warden. He's trying to get trying to find out any information he can about Gwen and the night she went disappeared. Now Sarah calls the warden and they say it's a fake crisis happening, so the warden has to leave, and she leaves Xander in her office. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna roll with that. And Sarah comes in and they get the USB and they download everything, and they see where Gwen went missing the night she was supposed to be at the jail. She went missing for hours. So they're so happy. They start kissing in the warden's office. She said, what is going on here? And he said, Sarah is a nun. And she said, you a priest? That's a nun? What y'all doing? Sorry, y'all. Mila's in the background. And Xander makes some kind of excuse. Y'all, I don't understand. It didn't make sense. But it's days, so we're going to roll with this. So anyway, Sarah and Xander realized that Ava was one of because they look at the visitor logs and they said, Leo, it makes sense he would see her. They're friends. They said, but why would Ava be there? And so they was like, maybe Ava helped her get out because she was missing for those hours or whatever. They said, we got to talk to Ava. Now, Ava over here, not with the music, iPods in loud, so she didn't hear Johnny come in. and she accidentally dropped her robe and everything. And Johnny, because he came in and tried to get some shampoo because he thought it was Chad's room, so he figuring out then that EJ has moved Ava into Chad's room. I said, but Abigail stayed in there too. I don't know, but okay. So he goes in and looking for some shampoo and everything, but Gwen is there, and then she explains that she was married to Jake, and they just get caught up. She catches him all up. He says, "Welcome to the family. I'm just gonna get that shampoo," and then his towel drops. I said, "Lord have mercy." So then we see Allie and Chanel. Okay, Allie was looking real cute until you got to them boots. I didn't like it. It wasn't my favorite. And she was one of my best dressed this week because her makeup was good. The earring, the accessories were good. The dress was real cute on her until I got to those white boots. I said, girl, what? Anyways, so they always outside of their business peddling. I'm sorry, that's what it looked like. They're always outside of their business, trying to get people to come in and get free samples and all that kind of stuff. And so she gets this bouquet of really pretty flowers, and they're from her mom. And she says, "Why your mom give you that?" And she said, "Why does it say sorry?" And so then Chanel tells her about the whole scheme Johnny had planned, and for a nanosecond how her mom thought about it. And then Allie goes and gets all upset. And I said, Chanel, this is why you should have left the brothers and sister alone. This is why. This is exactly the reason. But anyways, Allie gets all upset, and she's going to run over there and give Johnny a piece of her mind or whatever. So while she doing that, you left your girlfriend. I'm not going to talk about Chanel. I'm going to leave it alone. But you left Chanel out here to pillow her sweet bits. Is it sweet bits? Anyways, Alex done came through, and he like, oh, sweet bits. He said, people could take that the wrong way or whatever. She said, yes, certain people could. But I mean, immature. And he was like, yes. And so he started looking at Chanel, and he was like, oh, so what is this here? And she starts telling him about everything and all that. And I said, wait, these two got chemistry? Wait a minute now.
I see you are one of those smooth talking big city boys my mama warned me about.
Sorry, Mama. Same with Mike. Born and bred. I'm actually just moving back here to be closer to the family. I'm Alex. Chanel. How French. We. It's nice to meet you. Or should I say, enchanté.
But anyways, I said, well, what is happening here? Y'all got chemistry? Okay, I see it. And so they keep talking or whatever, and she lets him know, I actually have a significant other and all that. So I don't know what you're trying to do here. So anyways, while Chanel over there flirting with Alex, Johnny and Allie over here talking, and she pretty much is like, you need to back off. I won Chanel. I said, is this girl a prize? I won Chanel. Like, they actually talk about her like she's a possession. I won Chanel, so that you said you would back off, so back off.
Hey, we need to get some things straight.
Hey, Allie, something wrong?
Yeah, you know something's wrong. I just heard from Chanel that you tried to recruit her mother to help break us up.
Oh, she turned me down.
Hey, Johnny, that's not the point. Look, you said that you were going to accept and respect Chanel's decision. I won. And that means that you now need to deal with the fact that Chanel and I are together. Hey!
I said, girl, what you need to do is get back over there to Sweet Bits, because Chanel is over here flirting with this man. And she said, I'm going to get back over there, but first, let me tell Johnny how I'm feeling about him. I'm sorry, y'all. Mila is on one today. So she said, let me tell him how I'm feeling about him right now. So she tell him, you need to back off. I won a person. So you need to mind your own business and let me and Chanel be happy together. And so then Ava come in, and Ava said, oh, it didn't take you long. And then, Allie tries to apologized about Tripp and breaking his heart and everything. So Abel was getting on her, and then Allie said, "No, I don't mean this as a threat. I promise you, I don't want it to come off as a threat. But you can't talk to me this way. You know, if you want to see what's the baby name, Henry, you like you have to talk to me with a little more respect." And Abel said, "All right, I understand or whatever." She said, "I guess I'm gonna just have to live with the way you treated my son and all that." And then Allie ends up leaving, and that's when I saw the white boots, and I said, "Girl, I don't even like the outfit anymore." But let's move on. So then Allie go back over there, and Chanel is telling Alex that Allie's her girl or whatever. She with her girl. She broke up with her boyfriend, but now she with her girl. And he like, "I'll take you both out," because he was asking Chanel, "Can I take you out?" And so she told him all that, and he was like, "Okay, I'll take you both out." And Allie was like, "You want to take us?" Well, they introduced each other, and she's like, "You want to take us both out?" And he was like, "Yeah, a night to get to know Salem again. Two beautiful women, yeah." And then they say, "Okay, we'll let you." They decide to go ahead and go, and they said, "We'll hit you up." And he tells Chanel, "I know where you find you or whatever." And I said, "Girl, he is talking to Chanel, not you. Y'all better watch this man." But anyways, Chanel is all like, "Ooh." And Allie said, "Do I need to be jealous?" She said, "No, but you got to admit he is handsome." And Allie was like, "Yeah, he's hot or whatever." And she talks about how she talks to Tripp, and Tripp just told her like he over Chanel. And I mean, he did tell her that he was over her. And we'll see. But anyway, so Ava says, "Are you really over Chanel?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "I'm not finna be chasing somebody down that don't want me." I said, "Okay, Tripp. Okay, I hear you." But then, so then they're talking or whatever, and then I'm sorry, Ava comes in, and he's like, "Ava, just let yourself in." And Ava said when he leaves, there was no warmest welcome. And then Tripp goes upstairs, and he's thinking about Ava. I said, "Boy, no." Oh my gosh. But they say they're supposed to, if we believe the spoilers say him and Ava are supposed to console each other. So then Ava and Gwen talking. She said he wasn't very warm, and Ava said, "What you expect?" But anyway, she was like, "What you doing here?" She said, "I went to visit you, and Kristen told me you were here." And she said, "Yeah, EJ, since I married Jake, EJ invited me here. He just wants the shares." And Kristen said, "I can't believe y'all got married and all that." And then she looks at Ava's ring, and Ava said, Jake bought it for her, and she sent him back, and she was like, "Why?" or whatever. She said, "Because she thought the ring would be bad luck." And Ava said, and Gwen was like, "Well, I mean, it was bad luck, dog. Like, nobody else needs to wear that ring. As a matter of fact, Ava, you need to take it off." But anyways, so Gwen started talking about how Sarah has an airtight alibi, but how Lucas is saying that he saw Sarah there. And Gwen is just like, "Did you kill Abigail?"
But yes, I had motive, and if the cops find out that I had opportunity, that's not going to look good for either one of us. Are you threatening me? After I went out of my way to do you a favor? I'm just pointing out that it would be in our mutual interest for both of us to keep our mouths shut. Well, don't worry. Your secret is safe with me.
And Ava's just like, Gwen tells Ava, "No, I didn't kill Abigail, but they think, I'm gonna have motive if they find out I was out of that prison at that time." And Gwen said, "Well, you don't have to worry about, Ava said, "You don't have to worry about that. I'm not telling nobody, because Ava don't want no part of this anyways. And she got other stuff going on. Too much, actually." But y'all, that was Days of Our Lives. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you tomorrow for another episode of What Happened on the Soaps Days of Our Lives edition. Thank you for watching.